Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? You got to turn to the Most High God and Him alone. No sidekicks, no Batman and Robin, no Captain Planet and the Planeteers, none of that garbage. You're going to learn to ditch your idol. I don't care what idol you're holding on to. Either you're going to ditch that idol or the Most High is going to put your body in a ditch. You're going to be slaughtered. It's not a nice way to tell you that you're going to be killed by God for worshiping something else. And you don't even know what you are worshiping. For all of you blood drinkers and body eating niggas out there, the fake Messiah even told y'all, since y'all love him so much. Remember, he says something like, ye worship not, you know not whom you worship. He said something along those lines. And that's many of you, that is your God, your so-called Messiah. And he told you, you don't even know what or who you are worshiping. That's the majority of people out there. Only one way back to the Most High God, and that's through the Most High God alone. That's something that most people on this channel understand. But if you're somebody who has newly found this channel, first I want to say welcome to you. The Most High God has brought you to this channel for a reason. Either so that you can join the brotherhood and the sisterhood and build yourself up off of that, as we all are doing, or he's going to use this channel as a witness against you in the day of judgment, your visitation. You're not going to be able to say you didn't know certain things, because the Old Testament only people, we shouting this stuff from the mountaintops these days. Anybody in 2025, there's a good chance if you saying you've never heard nothing like this, there's a good chance because you just don't want to hear it. Hit the like button on your way in the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'm not going to keep y'all too long this evening. We are going to read chapter 3 in the book Casting Lots, Ancient Hebrew Divination Magic. Because that's what casting lots is. It's magic. I know a lot of people want to get uptight about that word, the M word, magic. That's only because you let the church run your life. You let Christ decide what you can do and what you can't. Even though Christ has zero power, zero authority, he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. But most of y'all out there, for some reason, you think that this blood god or this blood demon, whatever you want to call him, you think that he's going to help you when he is really going to get you killed. He's already got many of our family members and friends have been killed by God for following this devil. Telling you that some kind of way it's okay to commit sin. Because drinking blood is a sin. It's diabolical. Spiritual, physical. There's no way. There's no room for any kind of blood drinking or body eating at all. And if you can't see that, I feel sorry for you at this point. Because the knowledge is busting out all over the place. Why can't you see it? Well, it could be a good chance if the Most High, he ain't rocking with you. Either the Most High is not rocking with you, or your time has just not come as of yet. And if you're a Hebrew on this channel, I'm hoping that it's the latter part. I'm hoping that your time just hasn't come yet. Because for everybody out there who thinks that this Old Testament only stuff is a joke, you're going to find out. Did y'all hear that? That's called sound confirmation, letting you know what I'm saying is true. And you might not get it until God is killing you. And then you're going to remember what I just told you. And you're probably going to remember you just heard sound confirmation. But you're only going to remember that when God is killing you viciously and brutally. Because you're a hard-headed Negro. Even if you're a Latino or a so-called white person, whatever you want to call yourself, you a hard-headed nigga is what you are. I don't know what it's going to take to get through to most of you out there. You know what? My bad. I take that back. I do know. You're going to have to be brutally killed by the Lord of hosts himself. And then, just maybe, once he gets you in that spirit realm and you begin to get tortured and mutilated by those horrific demons that Zephaniah saw. When we read the Apocalypse of Zephaniah, or was it Zechariah? I think it was Zephaniah. He said the Most High took him in the spirit realm and he described to us what many of us would call demons. And these things were hideous. Zephaniah was terrified. And he prayed to the Most High. He said, please, Most High, do not let those things come near me. But an angel was right there with him the whole time. And the angel told Zephaniah, fear not, Zephaniah. I will not allow these things to come anywhere near you because you are pure before the Most High. That's why a lot of times when we start these live streams, we say Tav X, purity and becoming one. But it's a sad case because most of y'all are not going to realize just how important it is to be pure until you get in the spirit realm and these demons jump all over you. You're going to realize it then because you're going to be terrified. And the only difference is between you and Zephaniah, the angel not going to be there for you to tell you he's not going to let these things come near you. Those things are going to grab you. And it's going to be game over. I hope that somebody out there can hear this before you leave this earth, because once you leave earth, game over, y'all. Hit the like button on your way in the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And now we're going to read the 3rd chapter in Casting Lots, Ancient Hebrew Divination Magic. Casting lots is magic. We're going to keep on saying that and drilling that into everybody's head until you understand it. That's what Joshua was doing. Casting holy lots, sacred lots. Is Joshua wicked for doing magic? Did you even know that casting lots was magic? Or have you just been too afraid to even look into it? Because the church has captured your heart, your soul, and your mind. Not just your body. Christ owns most of y'all's spirit and soul and everything else that goes with it. Did y'all hear that? All you followers of Christ out there, you're going to be killed, slaughtered, brutalized by Yahweh himself. And he's going to sick them demons on you. And you're going to be scared just like Zephaniah was. The only difference is the angel not going to call these demons off of you. He's going to hand you over to him. And it's going to be game over, y'all. Like I said, I'm not going to keep you guys long. We're going to read this chapter 3. Divination and lot casting in ancient Hebrew literature. Do y'all hear that? This is not Egyptian literature. It's not Khazar literature. It's not Arab literature. Divination and lot casting in ancient Hebrew literature. Listen up. Lot casting was not the only Hebrew form of divination for which we have written, by which I mean mostly biblical, record. The oldest literary sources, e.g., the Hebrew Bible, tell us that no less a figure than Abraham found counsel in divination. Can y'all hear that out there? Sound confirmation again. That's double sound confirmation. Are your ears opening up out there, Hebrew? Are your ears opening up, fam? Listen. Then, in Bereshit, i.e. Genesis, chapter 13 and 18, it says, my translation and abbreviations, then Abram moved his tent and went to live near the great trees of Mamre at Hebron. There he built an altar to Yahweh. And look, y'all, we don't play these little childish games no more. Whenever we reading anything and we see Lord, we know the whole reason why they even use that kind of terminology is because they want to turn you into a vampire and a spiritual gargoyle. You're a freaking cannibal. You're a demon. And they use this word Lord to reel you in to the demon, the king of demons, Christ. Don't fall for it. That's why we know when we see that, we don't get hiccuped on it like we used to when we was Christians. Some of y'all out there, when you see the word Lord, I know what you do. You scratch your head and you say, well, which one is he talking about? Lord JC or the Most High God? It's only one Lord. But these filthy, stinking, heathen, pagan, Gentile beasts have manipulated everything and everyone. And now they got your head so screwed up, you actually think that there's more than one Lord. You got a lot of homework to do, Hebrew. To better understand this heavily redacted text, we need to know that in an arid areas like Hebron, goats eat all shrubs and saplings so thoroughly that tall trees are rare. Wow. So locations with great trees and especially groves have been enclosed and protected and the trees tended, which almost certainly indicates sacred use. Did you know that? How many of y'all out there knew that, Hebrew? And indeed, groves are well known to be locations of worship. Y'all see that? To this day, Bedouins in the Sinai approach some clusters of trees. Bedouins in the Sinai approach some clusters of trees with much trepidation at night, fearing the spirits that still reside there. All I can say is wow. Listen to that last part again. Hey y'all, if you think it ain't something special about being out in nature, water, I see somebody out there just hit the like button because you know what I'm saying is true and it resonates with you. If you think that it's not something special about being out in nature, around the grass, around the trees, around the water, around the mountains, I don't know what to tell you. All of those places I just named, around the grass, around the water, around the mountains, they all got lots of trees, y'all. We have Avia in here. What's going on, Avia? Avia says, Shalom, Mr. Real Talk, and Miss Paka. Welcome, everyone. Barakas to you all. And a good shalom to you, Avia, and to everybody out there who's watching. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. Did y'all hear that last part? I got to read that one more again, y'all. Listen to this. To this day, bedwinds in the Sinai approach some clusters of trees with much trepidation at night, fearing the spirits that still reside there. Did y'all hear that? I'm telling you, this is mind-blowing information that we read. And trees also have the ability to communicate with humans. I did a live stream almost a year ago, y'all. And I told my personal testimony about how a tree actually talked to me. Just like I'm talking to y'all right now. Believe it or not. I did that live stream maybe 9-10 months ago. I don't know if anybody in this live stream right now has seen that. But once this video uploads sometime between now and tomorrow, if somebody is curious about that, I will post the link to that video in the comment section if somebody who hasn't not seen that wants to see it. We got Earth Feeling Angel in the house. Earth Feeling Angel says Shalom and welcome, brother Mr. Real Talk and family. Earth Feeling Angel says, wow, nature is something else. Yes, it is something else. It's unbelievable. It's spiritual and it's magical. Avia. Family, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Share and comment and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos. Thank you very much for that, Avia. And everybody out there, please do what Avia asked y'all to do. Hit that like button. Share this video with somebody out there who needs to see what we see. Nature is unbelievable. And you know what? Now that we're reading this, it makes sense. You look at the Old Testament and you always hear, right? You hear about the idolaters who like to worship, have their little secret worshipers in the groves, behind the groves, eating unclean meats and swine flesh and stuff like that. This is serious, y'all. Earth Feeling Angel says we have 7 people. Let's get the likes up, please, family. That's right. Hit that like button, y'all, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're just coming in and you missed any of the part that we did before, come right on back in and start from the beginning. I see we got Brittany Billy in the house. What's going on, Brittany Billy? Good to see you, sis. Brittany Billy says, hey there, saints. What's going on, Brittany Billy? Good to see you. Good to see all of y'all, and I hope that y'all all are having a good day. Listen to this. The grove of the oak trees of Mamre was such a location. That's where Abraham went, y'all. Listen to this. Building an altar as Abraham did, as described in the verse above, most likely consisted of erecting a stela. That is selecting a rock, and standing it upright to symbolize a god or simply the presence of the sacred. Do y'all know that this stuff we are reading right now is literally magical, y'all? This act of reverence is also performed by several other patriarchs, as attested to several times in the Hebrew Bible, for example. When Jacob, has a fight with a numinous being in Genesis 32 and 22, he erects a stela to mark the area as a sacred location. While in Genesis 35 and 20, he erects a stela over Rachel's tomb. Such stones were raised to mark a site sacred, even if in a remote desert location or not. Back to Abram, Genesis 13 and 18, to express respect for the power residing in the grove of Mamre, where later divine visitors tell him his wife Sarah will conceive. Hey, Hebrews, all I can say is wow. This is unbelievable, y'all. Wow. Wow, hold up, y'all. I'm getting discombobulated right here. This is unbelievable. Wow. Give me 1 second, Hebrew. Wow. The text. Let me see. Earth Healing Angel says, at Brittany Billy, welcome and shalom, family. Brittany Billy says, thanks so much at Earth Healing Angel. Avia says, Brittany Billy, shalom and welcome. Earth Healing Angel says, could you please give the scripture again, please, so I can post? That was Genesis 13 and 18. Genesis 13 and 18, and it was also Genesis 35 and 20. And y'all go back and read these scriptures, y'all. And go back, if you missed any part of this live, and this is a real short live today, this evening, but if you missed any part of this, go back and listen from the very beginning, y'all. Listen. The text describes the message that the God who resided in that grove gave to Abraham. It does not tell us which God was revered there. As I said previously, the ancient Hebrews were not monotheists. Later, when the shift toward monotheism began, redactors probably assumed that the god El, the name of the highest Hebrew/Canaanite god, was the one there. Alternatively, it could have been Yah, which by tradition we write instead of Yahweh or Yahweh, a god initially described as one of the sons of El and later conflated with him, as the Bible texts show especially clearly when read in Hebrew. Or it could have been any of the senior or junior gods, goddesses revered by the Hebrews and Canaanites. By what method Abraham induced the resident God to talk to him is not spelled out. Nor do we know if the God spoke to Abraham directly or through the meditation of a seer. Very possibly, lot casting, being an ancient practice and widely used, was on that occasion performed by a resident priest or priestesses interrogating the divine on Abraham's behalf. Sound confirmation, or perhaps lots were cast by Abraham himself, and the god slash goddess of the sacred grove spoke to him directly. Abram was an elder, and in tribal societies, it is often elders who do the divining. That detail, if ever recorded, would have been censored by later redactors. The Hebrew tribes continued to practice divination. They would later cast lots while roaming the desert in an effort to return home to the land of their ancestor Joseph after having fled servitude in Egypt. An example of this is found in the book of Leviticus, chapter 16, verse 5, verse 7 through 10, which, with a description of ritual lot casting happening well before the Hebrews crossed into Israel. It was part of an important ceremony and central component of the ritual of the scapegoat, casting lots to determine which of the two goats was going to be sacrificed to the god and which was be chased into the wilderness, carrying away the sins of the tribe. From the complexity of the ritual, one can tell this magic practice was not new. It says, Vikira, which is Leviticus in Hebrew, chapter 16, verse 7 through 10. Translation and abridgment are mine. Aaron shall take 2 male goats and let them stand before the God. Here too, this is probably El, the main but not the only God at the entrance of the tent of meeting. And he shall place lots, upon the 2 goats. One lot marked for the God and the other marked for Azazel. Are you guys familiar with Azazel? If you're not, it's because the Christian church still got you by the damn throat. If you read the book of Enoch, you'll know just who Azazel is. One of the wicked fallen watchers. But that's not in your modern day Bible because they took Enoch out. They don't want you to know nothing about Azazel, even though they put Azazel in movies and cartoons like the X-Men and other superhero stuff. He's a demon, an evil angel is what he is. Okay? While the goat while the goat designated by Lot for Azazel shall be left standing alive before the God to later be chased off into the wilderness. It is clear from this text that the choice of which goat went where was established by lots, whose answers were determined by numinous power, thus confirming lot casting as a theurgy, an event in which God forms are involved in human affairs. Moreover, one can tell from the story that the ritual was so well established that describing it, as I did earlier, as 3,000 years old may be a conservative estimate. And that is chapter 3 of Casting Lots, Ancient Hebrew Divination Magic. Did y'all hear that, y'all? Earth Healing Angel says, thank you, brother. You're welcome, Earth Healing Angel. Earth Healing Angel says, wow, deep. Yes, that is deep, Earth Healing Angel. Everything that we've been getting into here lately is deep. On this channel, y'all, we are going way past surface level knowledge, way past surface level information. And that scares the hell out of the majority of the Hebrews, y'all. Most of our people still got Christ in their heart. Even though they renounce him verbally, they think that they are doing that. But most people got JC in their heart. Brittany Billy says, thanks at Abiyah. She throws up the all praises emoji. Earth Healing Angel says, I know you are tired after work, but thank you for investing in us. Hey, Earth Healing Angel, I don't care how tired I am. I love the Most High God and I love the nation of Israel. And I'm going to do whatever it is I got to do. If that mean a nigga got to be drop dead tired sometimes when I do these live streams, then so be it. This is very important. This all the things that we learning, all the things that we discussing, talking about, learning about magic, righteous magic, learning about psalm magic and all other kind of stuff. Y'all never know when the bottom is gonna fall all the way out, and might not be no more internet, no more cell phones, no more YouTube. We all might be briefly on our own. You might have to do some magic to get yourself or someone else out of a jam. And yeah, everybody can say it sounds crazy now until the damn bottom fall out and it ain't nobody around to help you. You're going to be left to your own devices. What you going to do? Earth Healing Angel says, make sure you take care of yourself. We need you around for a long time. Hey, Earth Healing Angel, that's the goal. I want to be around for a long time. And I thank you for that. And I'm getting ready to go relax and lay out right now after I get off here with y'all, fam. We got S to the P in the house. What's going on, SP? SP says shalom to the house of Israel. Loving heart emoji. SP says all praises to the Most High only. That's what we like around here, y'all. Y'all know we ain't nothing but a bunch of zealots around here. We are very zealous for Yahweh. And we at a point where we have zero tolerance and zero patience for other gods. We don't like other gods. We actually hate them. Following other gods, serving other gods is the quickest way to get yourself killed. And the Most High God got all kind of ways to take you out. Run you over by a bus, make you slip and fall and crack your head wide open, make niggas start having a shootout right there when you standing there. There's all kind of ways for the Most High to take you out. And he's going to take you out if you won't stop following other gods, praying to him, serving them, having them closely in your heart, loving him and hugging them in your heart, you're going to get snuffed. Earth Healing Angel says at SP Shalom, beloved, welcome. Aviar says at SP Shalom and welcome. It's always good to see all y'all up in here. I hope everybody has had a good weekend. Hope you've all had a good day. I hope that somebody out there was edified by this live stream. I will say Tav X to everyone out there. Purity and becoming one. Everybody out there, we all got to stay strong right now, y'all. A lot of things going on all over the world. Tribulation, turbulation, stock market crashing, layoffs going crazy. You name it. But we got to keep our cool, and we got to stay calm, and we got to stay grounded and rooted in the Most High only. Nobody else. To hell with every other God. Earth Healing Angel says heart emoji. Abiyah says Tav X. That's right. So I want every last one of y'all to enjoy the rest of your evening. Abiyah, Earth Healing Angel, SP, Brittany, Billy, and whoever else we got in here, because y'all ain't saying nothing. But much love to y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch y'all, most high willing, on the next live stream, family. Peace out.